Welcome to Foundation Friday with Kelly Nutt and CapCut Kachow doing some video editing. Take it away, Kelly. Man, you're muted now there, bud.
Sorry about that. Joe was giving me crap about the honey tab up here.
Okay.
Because I like a good deal. All right.
Everybody likes saving money.
Heck yeah. It's a nice little extension you can add. So CapCut. So I'm Kachow. I'm going to go through this. This is a little video that I put together, not through CapCut. This is just a little slideshow to give you an idea of what we're going to go through today, or it's a reference to come back to if you come back to watch the video. So first of all, this is just how to CapCut, learning the basics of CapCut. First, we need to download CapCut, but this is the PC version. So we'll go to the CapCut website, and then we're going to create a new project. From there, I'm going to show you how to import media into CapCut itself, and then how to actually edit your video. This is going to be a basic edit. And then I'm going to show you how you can add effects and filters so you can blend clips together and make things pop, and adding transitions. So when you cut things, they're smooth. Text and stickers. So you can do it all inside of this program. Adjusting audio so it sounds correctly, and how to bring audio in. And then how to preview and export your video. And then once you preview and export it, you need to save it so you can upload it to social media, which is sharing your video. So that is the quick rundown. This slide, I'll send this little video out so you can pause it and see like the little extra information that goes into those slides itself. So I'm going to switch my screen over, and let's see. Oops, I got to stop my share first. And then I need to share with you all. So I guess let me back this up real quick. Because now it's all... Who actually has CapCut as a program on their PC? Anyone that's listening, that's... Okay, good. We got a couple people.
No. Phone.
Maybe on the phone. Okay. So it's pretty simple. If you just go to CapCut.com, let me get to the screen so you can see it. Okay. Looks like you guys are able to see this now. So CapCut.com, and my screen went white. Awesome. Do you guys see white? Oh, it logged me in. Shoot, I'm sorry. Let's see that. I'll just... Nope, I have to edit. Let me log out so you can see. It's a different one.
What's your password?
If you go to CapCut.com, I don't know if it's going to look like you're going to see this or not, but you can sign up for the free version. You do not need the pro version. You do not need to upgrade. But if you go into CapCut.com, sign up and go through the process to download your project. Or not project, download the program. I'm staring at another screen that says project, so I apologize about that. Is there anyone that's doing that right now? Because if you are, I will just pause for a few minutes so you can get that downloaded.
I am. This is Carrie. I'm downloading it now.
Okay, great. So while you download, we'll just pause for a minute so you guys can get that done.
Where are you down? I got to see login. What's the down?
You already have it. You need to sign in. Yep. If it brings you to a screen that looks like mine, like this one right here, where you see on the right, welcome to CapCut, sign up to unlock these features, that means you already have an account, or at some point you did sign up for an account. Ooh. I wonder if I can get past them. Get to the page. There we go. If it looks like this is where you can click sign up for free. Cancel you. I don't want it to continue as me. There we go. Sign up for free. You click on this button here. It's going to bring you to then that next page where you can start signing in. you'll follow the prompts. It shouldn't take more than a minute or two to download the program. If you're having any issues with that, let me know. Because once it's downloaded and you're able to open the program, it'll look something like this.
Kelly, is this the same company as Canva? Are they related?
I have no idea.
Because it looks very a little bit similar to Canva, like the layout.
I mean, isn't everything owned by the same company anyways?
Sure.
No.
So it's
It's
Google. It's Google then.
Google, yeah, it's BlackRock, you know, who knows? And this will be the only big pause for our little tutorial today. So I just want to make sure everyone has the program, because if you don't have the program and I go through this and you're not hands-on, it's going to be real foreign when you try to jump into it. So it's still downloading for people.
Yeah. Are we going to be able to do hands-on if you're sharing your screen?
Yep.
Or am I- Okay.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm going to move to the next part unless someone says stop. So down you'll see, like, you don't see it right now because it's not my full screen, but like, you know, your taskbar at the very bottom, if CapCut is an icon on there, their logo, you can click that to open, which will create this, or you can just go to your file and find CapCut and open, because then you'll see what you're seeing now, where you see the top left, my name. I do have the pro version, a bunch of different projects that are in here, but at the very top, it says create project. And so this is how we actually start creating an actual project in CapCut. So I'm going to click on create project. And I assume, no? What does yours look like?
Yeah. It's like online, like not an app.
Oh, it's like create new on the top left. So on the top left, if you're, so there's gonna, it eventually will look very similar to mine. Yeah. Right? Because you're on the online version, the top left on the online version, it says create project, a little blue button, click create project. Now you should enter into a black screen that's very similar to this, which is, this is the home of where you will actually create the project. So you have to think of this as this first box here, where you see import. This is where you're going to actually bring in your media. So videos, photos, this is where you import them right here. This is where you'll create a library. Down below is actually the editing area of the video. Everything's black right now because we do not have any media in this. If I click on import, do you guys see my pop-up or no?
Yes.
Okay, great. So what I do is when I record myself or record something or have a photo that I want to be able to import into CapCut, I actually save everything to my Google Drive. That way I can bring those files from Google Drive into CapCut. Now, if you're on your computer right now, if you clicked on import, whatever media is already on your computer, you can bring that media in. So does everybody have a video or like two videos and some pictures on their computer?
I have only pictures. Is this going to work for that?
Absolutely. Okay. As you can see here, what I did this morning was I was like, I'll make a video of how hectic and fun it is to get my kids out of the house and to school on time. So I captured videos of my morning. And so I have about, I don't know, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 videos here. And then I have another piece here, which I'll show you what I did in a little bit, because it's fun to add music to your video. So let me do this. I'm going to bring all of these videos and I'm just going to hit open. So now you can see that I have just imported these 14 video clips. They're highlighted in blue, which means if I were to hit the add button, it would add all, oh, yeah, it added all the clips down below. I don't want that. So a button that I use all the time in this program is the back arrow or the undo. So if I click undo, everything's gone. Now nothing is selected. I made these videos in almost chronological order, so it would be easier to put into the program to start with. But to simply start with adding video or images, doesn't matter, either or, you just click the blue plus button, and now I have a coffee maker video up. I did film this vertical with my cell phone. So one thing to note is I want to change my ratio to a 9:16. It already is a 9:16 as an original, but you can change your formatting. The two that I always use are going to be 16:9 or 9:16. So if I want to post something that I've filmed horizontal or wide, but I want to make it for social media, I'm going to change my ratio to a 9:16 so you can see the parameters of what will show up in the video. And that way, you ever watch a video on your phone, like on Instagram, and it kind of spills over the sides? You can't see the whole thing. Sometimes it goes to one way or the other. That's because the ratios were incorrect when they edited the video for that way. So my first one is just a cup of coffee being made, and you can hear it. And I don't want what we're going to do at the end is we're actually going to add an audio, a music track to this. So how do I get rid of the noise of this coffee maker and any clip? Well, it's actually really nice because over here, you can just mute. If I click the sound button, I have now taken away all sound from the actual video itself. Okay. When I add another clip in, so I want to add my next clip, you'll see here that there's also no audio. It automatically keeps the whole track that we're making without audio. So we have a coffee maker making coffee, and then I'm about to make a lunch. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add some more clips in, because then I'm going to show you the next steps of how do we make this a little more exciting. Okay, first of all, if you see over here, this first clip, it gives you the image name, so how the file's saved, but then next to it is the length of time. Well, this clip is 1 minute and 3 seconds long of coffee being made. I don't know anyone that's going to want to watch coffee being made for 1 minute and 3 seconds. So if you see over here, this top right box, this is how you can control the clip. This clip down here is highlighted in white where these ones aren't. So if I click on it, it gets highlighted in white with the white border around it. And then you come over here and now you have different options up above: video, audio, speed, animation adjustments, and then AI styles. The one thing that we're going to look at here is, okay, I want to make this 1 minute and 3 second clip much faster. So I click on speed. And the speed on this right now is a standard speed, and it's at 63 seconds. Well, I want this to be 4.5 seconds long. I click that, and now we have just taken that clip, and this is how fast you can make a cup of coffee. Okay. Now, let's go back. I want to make a little edit to this. So I'm going to show you how you can actually cut. So as we come along here, it's making coffee, and then my hand goes to the cup, right like that. I don't want to see the toaster or the other mug or anything. So you know what? I got my hand there, and that's a good place to stop. Okay, how do we get rid of this last little piece? You delete it. But if I hit delete, I'm going to delete the whole clip. So we have to cut the clip into two different pieces. And this is another button right here. It's called a split. And it's right here. If I click split, I've now just created a new clip right after that. And guess what? I don't want this clip. I can right click it and hit delete, or I can simply with my keyboard just press delete, and that piece is now gone. All right. Am I moving along a little too fast? Does anyone have questions? Thumbs up from Jen, and I got a good from Josiah. I can't see anyone else. All right. So now I'm going to go back. I'm going to change the speed of that first clip again back to where we had it. I'm going to put it up. So it went down. I took 6 seconds off when I did that cut or that split. Go back to 4.5 seconds. And now we have 4.5 seconds, and my coffee's being made, and my hand grabs it. And now we're at, the lunch station. Well, the lunch station, that clip is, I don't know. Let me zoom in a little bit so we can see a little bit more. It's not telling me how long it is, but I don't like that it's that long. I just want to show the prep area. So I'm going to hit split, and we're just going to get rid of that. And so now it's coffee made, lunch, prep, and then this is the finished lunch, but this is a really long piece. It's 9 seconds. And I just want to show like the finished lunch container, something like that. And so I'm going to come over here to the left, and I hit split again because I only want this area of my video. The rest of that one piece that we added in, we're going to get rid of. In fact, you know what? I don't like that. I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to I want this part of the lid going on the finished lunch. Okay. So we're going to split here. We're going to get rid of the first piece of that clip here, this part. So I'm going to hit delete. So now I've just shortened that clip to, there's the finished, the lid goes on, and I use my hand to push the lid down. End it there. So then I'm going to come back and I'm going to split it again. And I want to get rid of that ending piece of this clip. So I split it, and it's still highlighted, and I just hit delete on my keyboard, and now it's gone. So now it's the lid goes on, click, and then the next clip shows the lid. But I want to start it about there because what I do is I want to make the video as short as possible for people to watch it. So if you can cut off any pieces where there's a pause or whatever before the main piece goes, great. So that's another little tip. When you're recording video and you're going to make something that you have planned out, start recording and like let it start recording for like 1, 2, even 3 seconds, right? And that way it's kind of like your start part that you know you're going to cut out anyways. And then you start your action. So that way it's easier to split it when the action's going versus trying to record the action all at once, if that makes sense. So I don't like this first part here. So I'm going to split, get rid of that. And now you can see my hand goes on there, an ice pack goes flying into the lunchbox, and the lunchbox goes in, and we're going to close it. Okay. While I'm recording this, I'm not left-handed. I was using my right hand to record. I was having issues with my left hand trying to zip this stupid lunchbox. So you know what? We're just going to close the lid and call it quits right there. I'm going to cut the excess off, all of this. It's 5 seconds of video, and every second in video makes a big difference. the closer you can get to 30 seconds or 60 seconds, the better. So that's gone. Well, my next video part is the lunchbox needs to go into the backpack. Well, as you can see, there's this long pause before the lunchbox goes flying in. So I want to split, get rid of that piece. And now the lunchbox goes flying in, and we don't need to see me zipping it up. I'm going to throw it in and close the backpack. Right about there. Okay. And then you can see how long, there's 10 more seconds of me trying to zip a backpack up with my left hand. All right. So right now we're just kind of going through the raw parts. We're getting the lunchbox in. The lunchbox is in. Well, the next part is we got to put the lunchboxes into the backpacks. The lunchbox is in the backpack. We've got to get the backpacks into the car.
Kelly,
So,
can I just
yes.
ask a question?
Yeah, fire away.
When you're cutting, is it cutting to the left or to the right of that white line?
It cuts it right down the middle. So if I put my line here,
Yeah,
see that? And I hit split, we now have two different projects. Or I'm sorry, two different clips.
okay,
And then you select which one you want to delete. So see how when I click on them, they get a white border. And then I can click delete, or I can select delete and it'll remove that. I don't want to
Okay.
remove those two pieces, so I'm just going to undo what I just did there.
okay. Thank
So we'll do
you.
that again. Oh, go ahead.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Yeah, no
it.
worries.
Yeah, it's all good. It doesn't delete it. Yeah, it doesn't delete until you delete it.
Yeah, correct. It just splits it. So it makes two clips out of one. You can make 5 clips out of one original clip if you wanted to, if you want to continue to split. All right. The next part is I'll start doing this quickly so we're not watching me do this all morning. So the backpacks get thrown in. And the tailgate starts to close. Well, let's get a little more advanced here. So this is a long clip, but I want the tailgate to close for the next scene of this. And this is the other cool part about splitting. It's not going to make a cut like on the video, like a viewer's not going to see the split. So if I split this, I want to split it right about there because my tailgate up here is starting to close. I'm going to split it. And so now what I'm doing is I split the clip and I want the second part of the clip to be much faster. So how do we make it faster? Again, it's a speed selection. So if I click my clip that we just split here, the top right, as long as it's clicked, the top right up here in this panel is going to give me more options for that specific clip. So I'm going to select speed, and I want to speed this up to like 1.3 seconds. So now I'll show you what it looks like. So the backpacks get thrown in and the tailgate goes flying down. And that didn't stream very well because it's online. So let's try it again. So that went much faster. Now it's playing. And the reason why we did that is I wanted to speed the clip up to where the tailgate is closing. And then the next part is I want to add a clip right after the tailgate of the backpack in the car. Okay. Now, when we match this up, so what I'm going to do here is I want this to be a quick let's see. And then it pops right to there. So what I don't want it to, what I'm trying to do is show it going quick to my hand. I want my hand grabbing the backpack there. So I'm going to get rid of that first portion of this next clip. And so the backpack comes, I grab it, and I am going to then put it on my daughter's the back of her. I'm going to go little quick here. This is a little bit more advanced, but what I want to do is I want it to look like when I put the backpack on her back. The next thing I want to show is actually my hand going away from her and the backpack is on her shoulders magically. So this is the kind of a little more advanced, but at least you can get an idea of, I want to show like all the different little things you can do with CapCut to make videos for it. So oh, that's the wrong one. I put the wrong clip in, so I am just going to hit undo. And the nice part is, a couple things as you get used to this program, is you can see which clips are added as they say added. So the next one I want to add is this guy. So this is where it's a little more complicated because you want to match up your hands to like, so my hand goes right there. Okay. And then, so now I'm just going to come over and find the video where my hand looks like it's about the same place as her when I put it on her shoulders. So it's about right there. This doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to show you how you can mask all of that with the next ones. Okay. So it looks like this. Whoop. And now she's got a backpack on her shoulders. Oh, that's right. I redid this clip twice. I like that better than the first one. So I'm just going to move a little quicker on that. So it goes on and boom, now it's on her shoulders. How did we do that? And my son's like, what are you doing? And then the last one you'll see here that I'm going to add is a 2-minute long clip. We're going to add that. And that is way too long. So we select this clip and I want to speed it up. We're going to speed it up really fast. Let's see, make it like, I want to make it a 3-second clip. And this is all raw. There hasn't been any, this is just the cutting part so far. So we come on, backpack's on, and she's flying to class. And you know what? She waves goodbye at the very end. So let me go back to speed so I can see the piece better. And I want to get her waving goodbye at the very end. So I go, let's see, because I zoomed in, let's see, zoom out. All right, so she walks up to her class and then she turns around and she's waving goodbye. So right here, before she turns around, I want to split my clip. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to the long clip of her walking from the car to class. And I want to change the speed of the main clip. I come to the speed and I don't know, let's bring this down to like, we'll go 4 seconds. So it's just not 4.3, that works. So then we come here and now she's flying to class and she's going. And then all of a sudden she turns around and waves goodbye. And I want to end it right there. So what I've done so far is I've just put the media in and I've put it in order of how I want my video to play. And then I've removed some piece of the media. I've sped some media up. You can also slow down media. So like this last clip, you know what? Let's make it really slow so I can drop it down below what the normal pace, the normal speed is. So it comes here and then it's really slow. So you can have a lot of fun with this. As you can see, it's addicting if you like these kinds of things. If not, you might be like, oh, this is terrible. I don't know what I'm doing. And that's fine. If you want more help with this, I am happy to meet you at the office and walk you through how I do all this. But so now we have to come back and we want to make transitions look smooth, okay? When you see the coffee being made and it goes to the next clip, it's just a rough transition. It just goes right to the next piece, boom, like that, okay? One thing to note for transitions is the piece that you're trying to transition, your marker here, you want it to be where that is. So this is where we've split the video and we've added another. So we got two videos, one here, and we want them to kind of blend together as they move through each clip. So I'm going to bring my marker and put it right dead center. And up here, you can see at the top, we have audio, text, stickers, effects, and transitions. Effects, if you click on effects, there will be video effects. It needs to load it up, okay? And then we have transitions. Transitions are the piece that we want to use here because we're blending two different videos together. You can use effects during any kind of scene, but we're gonna go back to transitions because we're working on a split. So I come to a transition. If you don't have Pro, you won't have the Pro one, but you have overlays, movements, blurs, tons of different options here. And if you click on it, so I want to go with something basic. And then the cool part is you can hover over each one and it'll show you what that transition will look like. You can wipe up, you can wipe down. And I kind of want, actually, I'm going to go to a blur. Blurs are nice if you have clips that are moving fast and you don't want a long transition. So I'm just going to go with the standard blur here, and I'm going to hit the plus sign. When I hit the plus sign, you'll see down below in our editing area that it just added that gray area to the clip itself. So if I play it, it's a smoother transition to the next clip. It looks like it's very seamless. There isn't a stop and a start to the next clip. Okay. And so we're going to add another one to this transition here, or add another transition there. And you can adjust how long these transitions are by when you hover over the transition, you'll see kind of like this arrows on both sides and then a long piece in the middle. And that one is angled off to our left, which means it's the left side of the clip. And then we have the right side of the clip. So you can bring them in. Because this is a fast video, I don't want my transitions to be too long and overtake too much of the actual clip itself. So I'll run it real quick. So you can see coffee's being made. Boom, blur, boom. Lid goes on. And then there was another hard transition there. So let's get rid of that. And I'm just going to use the blur one for these because I want everything to be very uniform. And then we have another blur. So I'm going to go to all of my cuts where there's different video clips where they meet. And I'm going to add a blur transition into each one. I'm going to do this kind of quick. And then I'm actually not going to do it on this one where it slows down because it's all the same clip where I just changed the speed. Any questions on transitions? Clear as mud? Yeah. Is anyone confused or like, oh gosh, this is too much? Feeling good?
Are you also going to be sharing sound? Because I haven't heard any sound come out yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. It's all in here, Jen. I don't want to post a mute clip. All right. So right here, you can see that this clip is 36 seconds long. It's about where I want it to be. Okay. Now, there's the next part is actually Jen just hit on it. We need some audio.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
So I'm gonna ask a question to the group. Okay. So there's a simple way of getting audio in CapCut. If you click on the audio tab here, you have music, sound effects, copyright, extract audio, brand music. If you stick within just the music here, you have hundreds, if not thousands, of different types of music that you can use through CapCut. So, what was the song called? Joe?
Take me up.
Take Me On. I'm gonna look up Take Me On and to see what they have. Now you have to understand this is very limited. This isn't they don't have the copyrights to all the music and everything like that. So you know what? Am I sharing my sound? Give me a second here. I'm gonna stop my screen share.
That's why I was
Okay.
asking about sound, if you were sharing your sound.
Now I am. Okay. All right. Now I'm sharing my sound. Can you all see my CapCut editing screen again?
Yeah.
Okay. So I typed in the search bar up here, Take Me On. You could also search an artist, Take On Me. Take On Me. And then, so if you want to preview the sound, you just click it. If you want to hear other parts of them. So that's a little too slow. This is the morning rush. Let's see. I think they're all slow. Okay. So guess what? There's a way around this. If there's a song that you really want to use that you hear on the radio or it's super popular, there's a way around this. If you know it, you go to YouTube on your phone and you screen record that video with the music. When you do that, you can then send that clip to your computer. So if I go, so what I did is I went to YouTube and I wanted the original version of that song. So what I did is I did a screen record of that, and then I saved it to my Google Drive. So if I hit open, I'm adding a new clip. You can see here, it's 1 minute and 22 seconds long. Well, I'm going to add this track to my project, and we're going to get a little advanced here, but don't get uncomfortable. This is just fine. What this is that right now it's a video, but the video has the song that I want. I'm going to show you how to extract the audio. So if I right click on this video, that's just a screen record from my phone, I just want the audio. Now, the fun part about this is that if you have something recorded where someone's talking and they said something funny, or you want to use just what they said, same thing, just extract the audio. I click it, and now you can see it's taken the audio out of this video clip here, and it's brought all the audio down here. Well, I don't want this video clip, I just want the audio. You can simply just right click and hit delete, or just click delete. That video is gone. And now I have the audio, okay? Now, if I click on the blue part down here where all these waves are, this is the audio track of what we have. And as you can see, there is no audio for this first part here, which means there's no sound. I'm going to bring my bar over. Just like we split a video, we're going to split the music. Since this blue piece is highlighted in white, that's the piece we're working in. I hit split, and now I've created 2 different tracks. I don't need this first piece, so I delete it. Well, the sound is way over here, and there's this black space here. You can literally click and drag the music to there, and now we have audio for our video. And so here's a quick little what it sounds like. Now, oh, the audio runs way too long. What do we do?
Split it into-
Exactly. We're gonna split it, but I'm gonna split it farther out because I like fades and I like all that weird stuff. So even when I go to the barber shop, I get a fade still. So that is now gone. Now, just like videos, when you click on audio clips in your top right, you have some settings up here. You have basic, voice changer, and speed. You can speed the music up, you could slow it down. But as you can see right below that in your basic is you have your volume, fade in, fade out. I'm gonna fade the music out. Here we go. Now, as you see, as I move this bar, look at the audio clip,
Changing.
right? And it gives you an idea of the fade. So we're gonna fade it out for 5 seconds. This is what it sounds like at the end. Okay, it slowly fades out, right? Well, I want it to fade out and match the end of the video. So I just match the audio up. The nice part is when you drag things and you get to a split or anything in a video, it automatically stops it there for you. So it lets you know, see how it turned blue from when it was white? It knows that you're right on target of when the video ends and the music ends. So if everything's exact, it doesn't go over, doesn't start before or end before. So now it ends like this. And you know what? I want to do a little bit more with this last clip. I want the video itself to fade out with the music. Okay. So this is where we go. I've clicked my clip here. So we're highlighted the video clip itself. And then we go to the top right where we have video, audio, speed, animation, adjustment, and AI styles. I'm going to click animation. Okay. When I click animation, it's going to give you some options. In, out, combo. Okay. I just want this clip to fade out. So I'm going to click on out. And now we have all these different options for animations to fade out a video. I'm going to simply use the standard fade out right here. If I click this, it just added, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little tiny arrow in that rectangular box, okay? Now, right below these tiles of different types of animations, you can see duration. Duration is how long is it going to fade out for? Right now, it's at half a second. Let's fade it out for 2 seconds. Right? So you can adjust these. And as you do it, it does start playing it for you. So now what we've done is we've taken the clip. And it fades out with the music. All right? All right. That was a little
That's
quick.
really cool. That's super cool.
Fun.
Hey,
Got a couple
Kelly,
more. Yes, sir.
really quick question. If it's too detailed, you don't have to get into it, but
All good.
for audio and like grabbing like a music track, can you pull stuff from your library, from your personal library,
Yes.
from Apple Music or?
No. So from Apple Music, it's really difficult. I've tried and I couldn't do it. And then I also know that if I'm playing music on my phone through Apple Music, I cannot screen record. So that's why you always go to YouTube and then screen record, and then you just extract the audio. That's the only way to work around. Is it a copyright violation? Absolutely. Is it going to get flagged? Maybe. But everybody, I haven't received a fine in the mail or anything. So
Okay.
just a little disclaimer there. Okay, a couple more things that we need to do so you can see the different tools that we have here is let's add some text. So up the top, you have import audio and then we have text. The text area is a bit confusing because when you click on text, you just get this default. Now, the really cool part is for this, just like if you use Instagram for stories, there is auto captions. If you click this and someone's talking, it will automatically caption what is being said. And you can change fonts, you can go crazy with fonts, but if I hit text, you're only gonna have one option and it's default text, and I'm gonna hit the plus. And guess what? Now you can see that there's a default text on my preview screen, and then this is where the default text is. And then if I double click in my preview screen, I can edit what I want my text to say. I can move the text around just like CapCut or any other program you use. On your right side panel here, just like with videos and audios, this is how you can adjust text. You can adjust font size. You can do colors. You can get much more advanced and go into bubbles. You can make effects on your text. And you can also do animation for your text. So there's a lot in there. You can have your text fade in, you can have your text fade out, or you can loop it. So I'm going to go to I'm going to hit Jiggy or Jiggly. Okay. And I'm just going to literally type coffee on us. Yeah. The morning race. And you know what? I want a capital M. And I don't like the size, so I'm going to drop it down a little bit. And I don't like the color. Let's go with something that's a little more, yeah, that's kind of mustardy. You know what? This font is too basic. Let's make it, yeah. This looks a little more fun. And you know what? I want actually, oh, that's a pro version. So because there's an effect in there, I need to get, so if you have something selected, it doesn't matter if it's text, video, whatever, and you're like, how do I turn that off? I don't want it. Always come to the top left and you have this arrow with the line through it, and that just turns it off. It's gone. We'll go back to Jiggly, and I want to change my font. So your fonts are here. There's tons of them. And this is a little more fun, and we're going to just go with a general color here. Let me get back to the font. There we go. So I messed around with the fonts a little bit. You can play around with all of it. You can turn them off. You can delete it. But this is what it looks like. And you know what? Go back to this. I want it to be longer. I want it to, I want this morning race to run all the way until you know what? I'm gonna have it go all the way to the end, and I'm gonna have it start at the very start as well. So, but I want it to fade in and fade out with the video itself. So if I come to, let's see, can I do a fade in? There we go. Okay. Bear with me. I gotta find the fade. There it is. So now I've added a fade, but I want it to fade in for about 2 seconds. So it slowly comes in. So I'm in the animation section of text. I've select in, and I select fade in, and I've made it a longer fade, a duration of 2 seconds. I'm gonna do the same thing for the fade out. So I come over here. I select out up here, and then I select fade out, and then I want it to fade out. I don't know, let's see. Um, 5 seconds, I think. Okay. The last thing I want to show you, because I know we're running out of time, is stickers. Stickers are those weird things you see that just kind of pop up. They're kind of like emojis. And so if I go to the top right, I'm sorry, top left, and import audio text, and we have stickers. I click on stickers. You can search for different types of stickers. So like if you put in real estate, it'll pull up anything that is somewhat related, okay? And you can download it with that arrow down. And now I have a sticker in my video, but I don't, did it add? So I hit add, okay? When you add anything, you can see that down here, there are just more and more layers. That way you can kind of get an idea of that's where it is in the video. The nice part is with these stickers, just like fonts, you can move them, you can rotate them, okay? You can animate them. I'm on the right side here, up above for animation. You have it in, so you could fade it in. You have it bounce in, so you can idea what it looks like. It bounces in. You can have it bounce out. And a fun one always when you add stickers is you can just loop them. So it's just on a consistent loop. So I want it to flip. Okay, as you see it flipping, you know what? That's going way too fast. Let's slow it down. Or you can speed it up where they look like they're gonna puke. Okay, that's how you add a sticker. I don't want a sticker for this specific video, but that's how you add stickers. Effects are the same thing. You can make effects in the actual clip itself. So I'm back at the top left of my main bar here. We have effects, and I want this flicker shot to be a part of this clip. If I click it and I hit add, you can see that another layer has been added. And now watch what happens to the video when I do this. With flickering, it's totally changed. And that's kind of fun because it goes along with the music of that first scene. So now I've added an effect to the actual video itself. So what I've done now is I've imported audio, or I'm sorry, I've imported video. We've split, we've deleted, we've added transitions. I showed you how to do the stickers. I showed you how you can import audio a couple different ways of the different pieces. And you know what? I'm pretty pleased with what I've created. And so the next piece on how you actually get this from this program to a device is you have to find the export button. Mine's on the top right. And what we're going to do is we're going to export this video. When I click export, there's a pop-up. Are you guys seeing the pop-up? Okay. You can see on here that there's a name. I want to name this the morning race. And then where export to, where do I want it saved? I'm going to save this one to my Google Drive. And the reason why I use my Google Drive is because it will automatically sync with my phone. So if I click here, I'm in my, so up here it says this PC, now my Google Drive. I'm going to go to my drive, and then I'm just going to have it I'm not going to put it into a folder. I'm just going to hit select. And now it's going to go there. And now I'm going to export it. When I export it, the program's going to render the video. It's going to render it out so it's at the highest quality as possible with the audio as well. So I hit export, and now you can see that it's going through the rendering process. This is a short video. So the rendering process will only take 10 or 15 seconds. With CapCut Pro, I don't know if it's with the standard version. Once it's done rendering, if you utilize TikTok, you can automatically post it to TikTok from there. I do not utilize TikTok, but you'll see that pop up once it's fully done rendering. Okay, so now you see it's playing video itself. I can share it from there, but I'm not going to. So because it's done, it's now automatically being saved to my Google Drive, which means in a couple minutes, it'll be on my phone and I'll be able to then post to social media from my phone from there. And one thing that we have to remember is that because we did this, because we did it in a 9:16 ratio, this button here, the ratios, it is perfect for social media. It is in the ratio of a cell phone screen. And that's a really important piece to make sure that you have the right ratio, because you want them to see the whole thing versus it being stretched or not the whole video is showing up on the handheld device. So that is a quick CapCut Kachow tutorial.
It's great.
That put us at 57 minutes.
We'll keep going. Yeah.
Questions? Is there questions on how do you do something specific? Because I have no problem showing you. I've got time.
I've noticed that some of the features that are on the desktop version are not necessarily that easy on the mobile version. So do you have your preferences desktop?
That's why I don't ever use the mobile version. I have never I think I've made one video on the CapCut mobile version a couple years ago, but my fingers are fat and I don't like handheld devices to do those kinds of things. I find that if I have the time. So if I can sit down on my computer and do it, the nice part is like, as you get more comfortable with the system, you get better at it, just like anything. And then you can really start to zoom in and on the clips itself and find closer transitions to kind of like seam things together. Then you start to learn new tricks, which like there's more advanced stuff that I've learned, but I want everyone to get used to the program, because after you do maybe 2 or 3 videos with the standard splits and transitions and effects, you get really comfortable with it. It becomes really easy. And then you can start to mess around with audio. There's been a handful of videos that I've done in the past where I found really, really good audio, but the audio wasn't long enough for the clip. So I was able to split the audio and then find where there's a good split and match them up. So the audio becomes, 5 minutes long of music, but you can't even hear where I've actually duplicated the song and made it longer. So you can start to get really precise and kind of fine tune things with it. So that's a little bit of CapCut for